Welcome to Sharia's Self-Care Sunday.
I look good. I am using every Sunday to practice my sabbatical life or my dream life until that life is permanent. Being very intentional about that for two very different reasons. One, I think it's the self-care that I need to be intentional about for myself. It holds me accountable. But two, because I do believe in manifestation. I think it's synonymous to prayer, but prayer, the whole passage that prayer without works is dead, I think it says. So like, if I am praying to be able to have this sabbatical life, but I'm not doing anything to create that for myself, I think it's also, again, synonymous to, a goal without a plan is just a wish. So I'm on month 20. March is almost over, so I'll be on month 19. And I'll do a whole video about the progress that I've made towards October 2027. But that's not what this video is about. Today's video is a Sunday reset or Sunday self-care / reset, because both of them are in here. And here's why. I want to be intentional about doing things that make me, my current self, feel cared for, but also make me, my future self, feel cared for. And sometimes that will be doing absolutely nothing, and sometimes that will be doing a lot. I may have shared, or you may have just picked up, that I struggle with overconsumption, and I justified always buying because I was always working. I felt like I needed to look like I made the money that I was making while I was always working. And then one day I was just like, I don't want to keep doing this. I had the epiphany and I realized I didn't want to keep doing it. I also simultaneously in that moment realized, like, some of the best things are free. Some of the things that social media has convinced me or has influenced me that luxury looks like a bunch of different things. And I do believe that that is a component of luxury, but it's not all the luxury. I think the biggest sign of luxury, well, first of all, I think health is wealth. But second of all, I think luxury really is the ability to have control over your time. And the reason I think that is because time is the most expensive thing. It is the only thing that cannot be recreated, which puts a lot of value on it. And once I developed that concept and understood that concept, I no longer wanted to keep trading time for money. And I no longer had value as much value on things. Now, I don't want to be hypocritical because you guys know I did just fly first class and stay in a suite in Times Square just for that luxury experience, and it was great. I really enjoyed it, but it's not something that I care to do all the time. It's not something that I care to show off on social media to present luxury the way I think or the way I thought it looked. So back to self-care Sundays. So self-care reset Sundays is basically me doing the things or not doing the things that help me to feel cared for as I show up in all of these different places, servicing and being available and caring for all of the people that are important to me. So I am on my rotation. My rotation starts on Wednesdays, you guys know. In addition to being a content creator and a therapist with my own private practice, I do work an overnight triage counselor position. And if you've been here for a while, that job was specifically to pay off debt. I was able, since I worked it, I started this job September 2024. June 2025, I was able to pay off my 2023 Honda. I was featured in a magazine, actually. I cannot think of the name of the magazine. That whole story of me paying off my Honda and having an 8-year loan. If I can find it, I will put it in the description box. So Sundays, the premise or the intention behind Sundays, self-care reset Sundays, are to practice my sabbatical life. In my sabbatical life, though, I want the time to curate a home that I love. And sometimes, even though I struggle with overproducing and being overproductive, hence working 2, 3, 4 jobs, and overconsuming, hence being in a lot of debt, I don't want self-care Sundays to be the aesthetic of me buying and doing cleaning and all of those things. But the contradiction comes in that sometimes doing things make me feel self-cared for, make me feel better. Like, for example, I have plants. I am a plant mom. I am planning to actually repot all of my plants. To repot all of my plants, I need to go buy soil. I also need to sift through my worm compost dirt so that I can fertilize my plants. In repotting the plants, I may need to purchase bigger pots. So, you know, it's a thing. But it will be a need-based purchase and not an emotional-based purchase, which is how I have overconsumed in the past. So that is one thing. Other things like cleaning off my screen porch. If you follow me on TikTok, and I think I may have shared some of the videos over here, you may have seen me in my big wooden chair. And like the screen porch is like my place. And I like to make it look a certain type of way to give a very relaxing vibe. And sometimes that requires me to purchase. Now I will say sometimes I will purchase from Facebook Marketplace or the Goodwill or, you know, the Salvation Army, but it does require a purchase. And I'm trying to make things not require purchasing. So I'm working on that as well. So today I have 30 more minutes on my overnight triage counselor position job. I did not get one call. I worked from 10:30 p.m. to 9 a.m. Normally, I would go to church. I would be getting ready for church, but church starts at 9 a.m. And even though it would be good to be late instead of absent, I'm just going to attend online. So I'm getting ready to I was using this time between the 8 and 9 o'clock that I would normally be getting ready, because it starts at 9 o'clock on the last Sunday of the month, but the rest of the Sundays it starts at 10. So I started getting ready at 8 o'clock when the morning shift is coming in and calls slow down drastically, to be getting ready for church. And then I'm usually ready to walk out the door or getting ready to walk out the door when I get off shift at 9 o'clock. But I was using this time to straighten up, which is some of the things that you saw at the beginning of this video. And I'm going to bring you guys along. So today, I'm not doing too much. I have a tea that I have to be at from 3 o'clock to 6 o'clock, an event I have to go to. It's a Sunday tea, and it starts at 3 o'clock, and it goes to 6 o'clock. My son he returns back to school tomorrow, so it won't be a whole lot after 6 o'clock. I'll be coming home to help him get prepared for Monday. But before then, my room is a mess. If you guys saw it, I want to clean that or start to declutter some things. And then I am washing 2 loads of clothes. I hate washing clothes because I don't have space to put them up, but I'm getting ready to, every Sunday, there are 3 things that are always on my list on Sunday. Church is one. Get rid of 5 things every Sunday. And then the third one is typically something with my husband. Sit down and watch TV with my husband, go for a walk with my husband, or something like that. My husband is at work today. He's working overtime. So I'm going to go to church at 9 o'clock. I'm out of coffee creamer, so I'm going for a walk. I'm going to try and get at least 5,000 steps in today. And on my way back, I'm going to stop at the grocery store. Then I'm going to come home and start to prepare to get ready for the tea. So if you're asking, well, what are you doing to feel self-care for? One, the tea is one of those things because it is a networking event. And you guys know, in addition to building my dream life, I am building my dream business. And if you're confused about why are you building up your dream business, if you want to go on a sabbatical, if you watched my last video, and I'll try to insert it here, if I didn't talk about how my dream business is just me giving me the ability to build my business or rebuild my business slow, that is a big part of the sabbatical. If I don't do work every day, fine. But if I work, I don't plan on working an 8-hour day. I might not even plan to work a full 4-hour day. But I am multi-passionate, and the biggest thing behind my sabbatical is rest and less pressure and escaping Black Superwoman trope. But I still want to be successful. I just am redefining in that sabbatical time, and up to that time, I am exploring what defining my success looks like. But again, back on today. So I will be bringing you guys with me for that. Now, disclaimer, I'm horrible at vlogging. I had a whole vlog planned for New York. And because I'm so intentional about living in the moment, particularly when I'm with my kids, I just would not pick up the camera. And then I'd be like, oh, I should have got that. Now, my daughter, she's on social media and she's really good with like vlogging and being an influencer. She has that whole aesthetic down pat. She does really good with editing. And so really a lot of times when I felt like I should have got that, it was because I saw her getting it. So if my vlog is horrible, I do apologize. But I am excited to bring you guys along. So in these next couple of minutes, I'm going to I want to be ready for church when church starts at 9 o'clock. I'm gonna pull it up on my big screen in my living room, make me a cup of either tea or coffee. But the biggest thing I want to do right now is declutter this space. I have books everywhere. I want to keep my Bible here, and then my journal, my 2 journals. The other one is here. And that is because, if I wake up, I feel like I need to talk to God. I want to be able to go ahead and start having that conversation. I don't want to have to get up and look for this, that, and the third. I keep my vitamins here because I take them at night. And then the rest of these books, they're books. And I am a big reader. And I read at night, and I think that's why I kept the books here, but I haven't read them. I'm gonna keep this on and read that. Trash, chapstick, moisturizer, my liner case needs to go back there, my glasses. I bought this because I was influenced. I used it a couple of times. I didn't notice a difference, and I haven't used it again. And this is what happens. I'm like, oh, I bought it. I need to use it. So then I keep it thinking I'm going to use it, and then I don't. So I should just go ahead and get rid of it. I have not used a sound machine, in a long time. I think it is time to get rid of it. The things that I really want to get rid of, when I originally made this goal, the things that I was referring to that I wanted, the 5 items, were really clothing items, because I have a bunch of clothes. It's ridiculous. This is why I hate washing clothes, because I have nowhere to put the clothes, because I have a lot of clothes. I get rid of bags of clothes at the end of every year, and these go in my office. These are expired. I'm going to In the past, when I got rid of the clothes at the end of every year, it was just justification for me to buy new clothes. I'm a big thrifter, and so I will go to the thrift store and spend, in the past, I would go to the thrift store and spend hundreds of dollars on clothing from the thrift store. And I would justify it because I would say, oh, it's thrift clothes. I'm not spending a whole lot of money. But money is money, and over time it adds up. So I am going to see, my son made this, and I don't want to get rid of it, but there's no wick to burn the candle, so trash it is. I would love a little basket to go up here just to hide all of the things that don't need to be visible. What was I saying? A basket. I would normally throw on clothes, run out, go look for baskets all day until I found what I felt like was the perfect one, or a few. Brought them home, tested them out. Instead of taking the ones that I didn't like back, I would find spaces for them. Today, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to buy a basket. I am going to put this stuff away, and then, first of all, let me get my bag, my Goodwill bag, because as things come up, I want to, like this. This is a bathing suit cover-up. Originally, that's what I bought it for. And I have a bathing suit that is this color, but it's a 2-piece. And it's like, I'm 45. Well, I'm 43. But why am I wearing 2 pieces? Should I be wearing 2 pieces? Those are things that I have to come to terms with for myself, because, like, yeah, I'm a mother of 2, and somebody would say, oh, you have 5 kids, you shouldn't be wearing a 2-piece. But I'm in the gym every day. I am active every day, 7 days a week, at the minimum 6 days. I look good. And that's not me being cocky or conceited. I have put in the work. I do look good. Like, I have 5 kids and this is me. So if I am on the beach in a 2-piece, it's not a thong, but it is a 2-piece. I got a little stomach showing. That's okay. I think it's okay. And that's all that, well, my husband thinks it's okay. And that's all that matters. So yes, I am going to keep my bathing suit covered up. Also, we get on the boat and I wear my 2-piece and I want the cover up. I don't know how I ended up there. Anyway, I'm going to get my bag, my Goodwill bag, my donation bag. So this is my donation bag, and once it gets full, I take it to the Goodwill. So I don't have anything right off the bat. Do you guys donate your books? Or do you keep your books? I tell myself I'm gonna keep my books because in my dream home, I'm gonna have a library. But my dream home now, today, is a paid off house. And this looks like it's gonna be there. I'm gonna have this house. Well, I don't know what God has planned for me. But in my vision, in my reality, this is looking more like my dream house than a bigger house that has a library. So I hate giving away books because I like to give them away. I don't, well, it's the same thing. I was gonna say I like to give them away for free from people who are like, oh, that sounds like a good book. Can I have it? Yeah, you can have it. But then isn't that the same as the Goodwill? So I don't know. But one thing I am going to do is the books that I am not currently reading, I'm going to move them to the attic. I do have a bookshelf in the attic. And the reason it's not down here is because it's white and it matches my old office furniture and not my current office furniture. So I just left it up there. I'm going to move the books that I am not currently reading upstairs onto that bookshelf. I'm going to dust my little shelf over my bed. I'm going to dust my whole bed. Need a dust rag. This is probably not a good idea. Probably not a good idea because I'm not just going to stop at the bed. Most likely I'm going to dust all of the bedroom furniture. To dust all of the bedroom furniture, I have to clean the whole bedroom. So I probably shouldn't get started, especially if I want to go to church and I want to be paying attention in church. Hey, that's one thing I've gotten rid of. Two things. That is a Bible. Keep these 2 down here. This is trash. Okay, so apparently I did have a basket over my bed at one time. I repurposed this basket. It was sitting on the floor with my books in it. And as I went through it, I realized there were some things in here that I would have put in a basket by my bed. So I'm going to put this back. I want this side to show. It was too full. I need that in here. That looks a lot better. Then I keep my iPad over here because I did my Spanish lessons, my cup. Then I have these sunglass cases. So there's this viral video going around on TikTok and it talks about how luxury brands are really for, I think the video says like luxury brands are cheap. And this is probably why I need to watch the video. What I watched was commentary from somebody else about the video. But basically it says it's this white woman and she is talking about how, I think she worked, I don't remember where she worked, but she was like influenced by the office culture to purchase a Louis Vuitton bag. And the commentator is saying how the woman feels like these luxury brands that are very loud with like the LV and the CC and like with the brand plastered all over the product is really cheap and that it targets poor people. And she talks about, or the commentator continues to talk about how that shows up in like us keeping the Louis Vuitton bags and the Chanel bags as home decor and how cheap that is. I have My sunglass cases. This one is Louis Vuitton. I bought these secondhand off of Poshmark. They're not in here, they're in my car. And then these are Chanel. I actually bought these from the Chanel store. And I've been holding on to the boxes. The same with Apple. Like I have this. And why? Like I'm not returning any of it. If I'm wearing it, people know I have it. So why do I keep the boxes? I don't know, but today I'm getting rid of them. So I already gotten rid of 3 things. That is 4 more things. So I'm up because I'm at 7. Whoop-de-whoop. If I could keep that up, I might be able to declutter. But it is 9 o'clock. Let me get off the phones and get ready for church. I won't be back before the 31st, so I need to sign my timesheet. I think it's signed. Put this back here. That's it for that shift. It's trash. This is all trash. And put everything away. Started church yet, but I just fed my dog and I'm getting ready to make my coffee. One more thing I really want to accomplish today is getting this listed on Facebook. This, again, I was influenced, and I actually remember the video too. It was 2 videos actually. One of them is Nikki. She does a lot of clean talk on TikTok. And then another one has dogs. And in both of the videos, they put their towels in a towel warmer. And I was like, ooh, I need a towel warmer so I can feel more like, so I can create more of a spa-like experience when I bathe. But this towel warmer makes the towels smell burned, and the burn smell just doesn't do it for me. I got this from Marshall's for Christmas. Actually, my husband bought it for me. Well, I bought it for myself on my husband's credit card as a gift from him. And I used it maybe 3 times, and I don't like it. So I want to list it. It was $100. I'm probably just gonna list it for like $25 or $30. I might do $45 and let them talk me down to $30. $30 is my bottom number. It's taking up space. It's taking up this corner. I plan on, so behind my camera is a door. Let me see if I can show you guys. And my husband took the piece off of the door for our front door. Well, we have since purchased a new front screen door. So I want to purchase a new screen door. Here, I love natural sunlight, so I would love to be able to open this door. I want a new door too. I want to be able to open this door and go out. What you see back here is we have a little patio on our door, on our room, and that's where I keep a lot of my gardening stuff. Now my husband has purchased me a greenhouse, and so I'm getting ready to start putting that together. Today I was really looking forward to starting like some of my seeds. I picked up some seeds from Lidl, and I wanted to go ahead and start those and put them out there in my greenhouse. So I put them out here, and I'm glad I didn't because we just got some cold weather. So the weather is not, even though it's considered springtime here in North Carolina, I don't know how I feel about going ahead and starting some seeds. But I want to clean this space up and start new plants. But back on topic. So that the towel warmer was in front of this door, and I want to remove that from in front of this door. I'm also going to move the plants that were in front of this door because they're not getting enough sunlight to grow well. They need to be in a north facing window. So I want to get that listed on Facebook today as well. And then once I get it listed, I'm going to go ahead and put it in my truck. So if someone reaches out to me and I'm out, I can be like, yeah, I can meet you right now. You can cash out me the money. I'll drop it off if you're local or whatever. So, okay, so church is over and I'm getting ready to go for a walk. I was thinking about just walking around my neighborhood. The whole loop is 3 miles, but I like to walk this park just because I just love the scenery. And because today is about doing things that make me feel good, I'm going to walk at the park. Probably just going to get 30 minutes in. I would love to be back by no later than 12:30 because I have I have a few unfinished projects here. I want to, one, iron that dress that you see right there just so I can hang it up and I want to get all of the clothes off of my air drying stand. I guess that's what it's called. I'm sure it has a technical name. I don't know what it is. And I want to fold up the towels before I start getting ready for the tea. Because the tea lasts so long and it is probably important that I stay the entire time. I can't go into details about it, but it's probably important that I stay the entire time, and it's over at 6. I don't want to have to come home that late in the evening with a whole bunch of things on my to-do list, and then feel bad for not prioritizing my time right, or getting things that I wanted to get done in this self-care reset Sunday done. So I definitely want the 30-minute walk because I want to process the things that were said in church. It was a really good sermon. I wish I would have been there in person. That is definitely something that if I do continue to work during my sabbatical year at my overnight job, I am going to go part-time, and I am going to change my hours so that I can get off hopefully by 8 or 8:30 and make it to church, because that's what I want to do. So right now I'm looking for my hoodie. This is basically what I'm wearing to walk in. I thought I had my hoodie and I cannot find it. I think I'm washing all of them, honestly. So I'm gonna grab a hoodie and I'm gonna head out the door. I don't need to look cute. It's Sunday, I'm just walking, so I'll be back. Got my water in my cup. I'm not gonna drink an energy drink because I don't have to work tonight. And if I already drunk some coffee, and if I drunk an Alani at this time, I probably would be up all night. So this is what I was talking about, my clothes that are on my drying rack. That's the name of it. They've been up here forever and I really want to put them away today. This is my walk fit, if that matters. Get out the door. I am back from walking and I'm getting ready to get dressed. As you can see, I did want to do a face mask for my self-care in the mix of getting ready to get dressed. I'm getting ready to hop in the shower. I haven't made a decision on what I'm going to wear. It is between 3 dresses, but it's a tee and we were supposed to wear a hat. And the piece that my mama ordered for me is not going to be here in time to go with one of the dresses. So it is between 2 other dresses. What is on my face is bentonite, Fuller's Earth, and matcha green tea. The green tea is for the bags. It has the caffeine in it. So I'm gonna let this dry on my face while I take a shower. Then I'm gonna do my whole skincare routine once I get out of the shower. Trying not to rush, but the goal is to be out of the house by 2:30, no later than 2:45. I want to be early to be considered on time because I'm trying to make an impression. Also need to like define the curls of my hair. I gotta go. I can't even ramble. Okay, so this ended up being the final look. On camera, the dress looks black. So I had a white fascinator, but in the light, it's actually blue. This is the full, well, I can't get the full pic. But this is, I have on blue shoes. Once my mom gets here, I'll see if she thinks it's black, but I think it's blue. Yeah, it's a blue. This is a black hat, and in contrast, it's blue. So this was the look. So I attended this event last year, and I wore a navy blue dress, and I had this hat to go with it. It is a little lighter. Anyway, this dress was $8 from Walmart. I guess as much of me is that can be in there is in there, but this is the full. It comes all the way down to my ankle, and this is the full fit. Again, when she gets here, I might do the white one. Maybe change my shoes. I might put on, I have brown shoes, like a tweed brown. Let's see if I can show you guys. If I can find them. So they're like this. So I'm gonna see what she thinks if I should go with this shoe and the pocketbook. Go ahead and get the pocketbook down. This is the pocketbook, so this would be the look. Let's see what she says. But anyway, this is the dress. I just need to find the right accessories. I got gold accessories, very bare. And I'm headed out. The event starts at 3 and it is, Alexa, what time is it?
The time is 2:32 p.m.
2:32 p.m. So gotta go. Bye.